So that head position, I feel like, is something I've been missing in this explanation. And it is actually, if you look at what Hickson talked about, when he's keeping his head, that head position is the best it can be. When we go back to the original position, that we've been doing. And the point of this is, any time that you think about, like, we can make up any position, we can make up any kind of position at all. It's that when I move back to the hips, he bridges me, yeah, and then he's into his pendulum, right? So any time that arm goes on that, any time that you can reach an arm, it could be any kind of, you okay, John?
Yeah, good, yeah. Just
it could be any kind of position here where the arm is unimpeded here. I could be in like a paper cutter. And Adam's just going to be thinking about tucking that head up, getting into his ball, yeah, and getting a pendulum going. So it doesn't matter what the arm configuration is. It really doesn't matter what the guy's trying to do to you. If he's not on your hips, and you've got an arm, one of your arms can reach that, you're going to start figuring the pet, you're starting going for rotation. Because extension, bridging him up, isn't working. Yeah, it's kind of the equivalent of with a throw. If you think about hip throws, just stand up for me. If we're belt to belt, and I'm doing a hip throw, right? This bit is the extension. That's the extension. But if he's not on my hips, why extend? Why lift him? Whereas if he's got his grip extended here, and I get below him, just on an entry like a CNRG, well, this is just really all a pendulum. This is the same kind of idea. This is the same kind of idea because he's on my upper body. So with my upper body, I need rotation. Like when he's up on the shoulder line, it's rotation. And when we're on the ground, a lot of that dynamic element is taken out. So if he's not on my hips, if it's not going to be a hip throw, it's going to be shoulders. And if it's shoulders, it's about shoulder rotation, and that's why we want the pendulum. That ability to just rotate. So it's just like a throw, it's the same principle of judo, it's just, you know, Greco, whatever, it's all the same principles. So anytime we can get that inside arm position, we're going to go for that. So the point I was going to say was, just going to have a second one last thing before we're done. When he talks about, again, it's tucking the head. So when we had this position, Hickson talked about keeping the head up to stop you getting elbowed. I can't really elbow him much here. Whereas if his head is down, I can really like get the corner and start smacking it. But when he tucks it up, this is good head position in this situation. Yeah, and then really what he's trying to do is get that shoulder into my sternum. Yeah, keeping his head up, and now, you know, he's beginning the pendulum here. Yeah. Yeah.